L'chaim. Jamie, Shavua Tov, we're gathered here as you see tonight in a memorial and a video tribute to Eugene. We are personally, as I'm sure you and the family are, devastated to hear the news. Very, very upset and saddened. And the main purpose of our gathering is to give you tremendous strength and consolation, and just for you to know that although, how many miles is Australia away?
Lots.
It's a long way. 12,000 miles away. That's a geographical distance, but in terms of being together in heart, we're all together with you. We feel your pain, and we want to say, Hamakim Yenachem Eschem B'Ser Sha'ar B'Elitzim Yerushalayim. May the Almighty comfort you and all the family amongst the other mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. I just want to start this evening with a Devar Torah, with a word from the Torah, and then we'll go around and everybody will give their tribute. You know, everything is with immense, immense divine providence. And today, we started reading the new portion in the Torah of Chaye Sarah. Chaye Sarah means the life of Sarah. And if you have a look, it says at the beginning of this section that Sarah passed away and Abraham comes to bury Sarah in the cave of Machpelah in Hebron. And he comes and he weeps and he mourns for his beloved wife Sarah, who's passed away. And the Sedra goes on to talk all about the progeny of Sarah, which was Yitzchak, Isaac, and how he grew up, and eventually how he married Rivka, Rebecca, and they again gave birth to Jacob and the Jewish people. And what is fascinating is the name of the Sedra. The name of the Sedra is Chaye Sarah, the life of Sarah. And yet the Sedra starts immediately off by telling us about the death of Sarah and her burial. And I think the lesson here is very, very simple. And that is that although physically she was buried, her legacy and her people lived on. And in tonight's gathering, I feel that's very, very palpable. Although Eugene, a good friend to all of us around here, around the table, has physically passed on. However, his legacy in terms of his progeny and yourself are there. That's the Chaye Sarah, that's the life of Sarah. And it's up to you to carry the tremendous merit of carrying that family forward in the spirit that you have chosen, that together with him, in the path that you've chosen together, to bring them up. And all we can wish you is great fortitude, strength and courage, which you will need over the next days, weeks, months and years in order to raise that family. However, what is extremely important is to know that you're not alone and that you have support, immediate support from your family around you now in Australia, and support from many good friends who, if I can just say and compliment the people around this table, have in all my years, if I can say, of being in a community, it's rare, you get a rare glimpse of seeing how people can and have been so immensely supportive. And I think the people around this table, as you know, have been immensely supportive. At a moment of push comes to shove, they stepped in there and really helped. And that's not going to stop. That support will remain there, and it will carry you over very, very difficult times. We're going to ask Kara to light the memorial candle, after which we'll go around the table and everybody can give those words of comfort and also a tribute to Eugene. Let me say to you, Ryvchin, I want to wish you long life, and I want to wish you strength, and I want to wish you great comfort. May the Almighty find a way to comfort you. It's difficult, and in the conversations we've had, I know that you've had to take a very deep breath in order to cope with this very, very difficult moment. And you should be able to do it with strength and with the knowledge that we are spiritually holding your hands. L'chaim.
It's hard to put into words, but we miss you tremendously, and I just know, just thinking about everything from when you guys were here, and thinking about Eugene and you, and I was thinking before I came, and I was telling everybody around the table, I brought a bottle of your wine. I knew that Eugene would appreciate us enjoying that together, to celebrate our dear friend, someone that we miss, and we love you guys. And just know, like Rabbi said, we might be far away, but we're not far away in our hearts. You're not far away from us. As I told you in my message, imagine us all standing there with you, holding you up. That's how I feel, and I wish I could reach out and hug you now. But I'm thinking of you a lot, and hope you have comfort in your children, and talk to you soon.
Just need to check the cameras. Sit forward.
Jamie, I just again want to join you in your grief. We miss you, and although Eugene isn't here physically, but we know that a person has a soul, a neshama, and that's eternal, and he's with you always, and he'll be with you and watch the kids grow up and be there at all their milestones, please God. And I just want to offer you my comfort and condolences.
Hi Jamie, it's Clementine. I remember that when I arrived in Mountain Tots, you welcomed me as a friend. I was a bit impressed in the group in this place, and I really appreciated your warmth and your friendship. Thank you for that. And today we are thinking about you, about Ariella, Isaac. You are in our heart a lot.
Hi Jamie, it's Judith. Yesterday we had a Kabbalat Shabbat at the new Mosaic school, the school that wouldn't have happened without you and without Eugene, and of course without your gorgeous children. And you were remembered by everyone, and I have to say we couldn't help but smile when we think about you, and we think about Eugene and his fun, his humour, his joie de vivre, and all that he has given to us. And even though you're so far away, you'll always be with us. You'll be part of the school. You'll always be part of the nursery, and you'll always be with us in our hearts. And I'm hoping that we shall see you and hear about how the children are growing. And I feel like a surrogate mother when I watch these children grow up from the nursery. So please keep in touch. Let us know how things are going, and we'll watch both you and Eugene reflected in your gorgeous children. Much love from all of us.
Hi Jamie and family. I came here this evening to represent myself as a friend of Eugene's, but also as a representative of Warwick Business School. But just to show how much Eugene had an effect on business school, Paul's attended as well. And I can assure you that from the feedback that we've had through Facebook, through emails, through people like Lynn, and Maria and Seb, Eugene had a profound effect on people on the course in a good way, through fun and good times, but also from his academic knowledge and his real rigour. He will be sorely missed, he will not be forgotten. Best wishes to you and your family.
James and kids. Coming this way, I just wanted to remember a very quick thing. When we caught up in Australia with you from our long trip in Latin America, and then we went back, Huge had his operation, things were looking brighter than they are later on, and he drove us to the airport. Nobody wanted him to drive us to the airport. We questioned it a little bit. It was a scary experience. We had a couple of near misses, but today I really treasure that Huge took us to the airport in Sydney, because that's the way he wanted to do things. And I'm pretty sure that in heaven somewhere he's still driving. And he will still drive, and I'm pretty sure he will keep an eye over you guys and an eye over the rest of us for the great soul that he was.
Sorry, my voice has been going the last few days. Hey James, you know how much Huge has always meant to me, and I don't know if it was ever clear how much you also meant to me and the kids, and how much I appreciated being included in your family, and you know, I felt like I was with you guys all the time, and it's been difficult for me, and I know that pales in comparison to what you've been through, what Vicky and Ale, what Tanya and Misha, what everyone's gone through. But I'm going to be there for you for the rest of your life, whether it's Perth, Sydney, London, some new place. And I love you very much, and you know, I'm thinking of you constantly, and I'm sending you as much strength as I can. It's a bit poor at the moment, but I am. And I'll see you again soon.
Hi Jamie. My memory of Eugene is of warmth, of kindness, of strength, and all I can say is I'm going to send you all our love and all our strength from London to support you at this hard time.
I'd definitely like to echo the comments that John. I had the pleasure of meeting Eugene at the business school. He certainly really helped with that community. He was very active in sharing comments and insight and knowledge and the humour really across that group. You know, and especially at the times we get together at the exam times and seminar times and coursework, he was always a big figure in that world. And it's definitely echoed by the communications I've seen in the last couple of days. You know, it's the spontaneous people telling stories, things they remember about Eugene. Just, you know, the way that he'd always bring a spark to the room and be really there and keeping everyone excited and motivated. And definitely going to miss that engagement, and certainly that passion that he brought to all the projects. I mean, the last time we met together and had dinner, he was so passionate about the school he was setting up, and we spoke for a good 2 hours, 3 hours about what he was up to and how he was doing that, and the hurdles and the challenges and the politics and all those bits and pieces. And you know, for 3 hours he had me transfixed with this story about this project he was engaged in. I'm so happy to see that it has happened, it's emerged, and it's a vibrant thing. So I'm very glad to have known him.
Hi Jamie, and Ariella and Zach, hope you're well. Tonight I was thinking about what I was going to say, and I was thinking about the last time when we had Passover together, and my mum was there and Eugene was there. Whew. And while I was getting dressed to come out, the girls from nowhere in their bedroom, they'd already gone to bed and it was supposed to be lights out and kind of sleep time, suddenly started singing Pesach songs. And they were rolling around laughing and giggling of all the songs that we kind of sang on the Passover table. And I sat, I couldn't believe it. It was like, where did that come from? And I'd literally been thinking about it. So miss you loads, and we'll see you not too far off, I hope. Take care.
Hi Jamie, it's David, and I guess Cara started with drink, and I'd like to end with food. And I remember Eugene, who was so supportive, and you were too in the school, and he and I went through some really difficult times. He was my male supporter, my only male supporter on the steering committee, so I really miss him for that. I really miss his humour, and we had many conversations. But I remember one when I said I was sick and tired of going to Shirley's always for meetings, and I said I want to have a meeting in my house in Epsom. Nobody knows where Epsom is, but you came and you were. And the thing I remember finishing on food is my wife had made a ginger cake, which you loved. And I remember this afternoon when I was before coming here, I said to Alice, my wife, Eugene Sutton, that chair, and ate your ginger cake. So I'll always remember him and you, and I wish you all love and best wishes.
And we have a couple of other messages. Io and family send loads of love and wish they were here tonight, but unfortunately can't be. And Shirley sent a nice message through, which I'm just going to read out and share with you. We're the richer for having known his creative, talented man with a zest for life, a keen sense of humour and a passion for being part of building a Jewish school in South London. How he would have loved to walk into the first classrooms and know instantly that he'd entered a Jewish school. You could always be relied on to put a different point of view across, to mix things up, and to find an amusing start to whatever was going on. They faced many challenges, not least when Jamie shared the fateful news with everybody, but there were lighter moments too. The day we went for the interview for the Department of Education in Eugene, having just fallen off his motorbike. You remember that, when he fell off his motorbike? What a drama. It was serious, we know. Having just fallen off the motorbike a few days before, he made a grand entrance with crutches in hand, announcing to the illustrious group who waited to interrogate everybody that he liked to make an entrance. Everyone had to laugh, and during the 2-hour interview, there were lots of good contributions about the Mosaic School. So Eugene will be missed, and Jamie, so are you and your delightful children. For everybody, our thoughts are with you, our prayers are with you, and our hearts are definitely with you.
I think that summarises the tremendous depth of feeling we have. If I can just ask everybody, I think it would be appropriate over the next week of the Shiva, the 7 days of mourning, and the Shloshim, the 30 days, all of us together should do something, some mitzvah in memory of Eugene, so that he lives on in our good deeds, which is a tremendous merit for his soul. And most importantly, as we said beforehand, we do wish you well, we give you that strength, and we give you that consolation, and we also look forward to seeing you bring up your beautiful children, and you should have a lot of nachas, joy and happiness from them. And if they ever want to know what a great dad they have, there's a group of people in London who really enjoyed him and will tell them that. And please God, you should only know of good health in time to come, and only happiness. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.